The Webby Award nominees were just announced, and whether or not your favorite website, kevinpereira.com, was wrongfully snubbed again, it's still interesting to see how the trends of the day are reflected online, and it's even better to hear all that good stuff from the guy who's in charge of the Webbies. It's even better in the loop. One of these days I'll learn. It's backwards. Joining me from New York to help us make sense of it all, Executive Director for the Webby Awards, David-Michel Davies. DMD is here! How are you,
Yo,
David?
what's up?
How are you, sir? You doing all right?
How are you guys?
I'm doing well.
Great.
Big day for you guys because the awards are back and everybody's talking about who's nominated and whatnot. So tell me, in your opinion, I know they're all important, but what are some of the standouts? What are the big categories? What are the highlights, David?
Well, you know, highlight for me, I think, is this is a great picture. You know, two of the big nominees this year are the New York Times and the Onion. I just think what a great picture of the internet that is. Doesn't that sort of, in its own way, say it all right there? But, you know, there's lots of other great sites. NBC Olympics, if for all those people who didn't get enough, Michael Phelps, obviously, was nominated. Some great apps like Ayanomoto. Some great mobile things like Quick, which allows you to stream video from your phone, and lots of other innovative products. So it's a great year, I think. Is there
a category for best cup site, like between two girls or one guy and one? Is there? How niche do you guys get with the Webbies?
I don't. What do you mean, cups and girls and one? I don't
well, then let's just talk about videos in general. Then let's talk about videos online. I mean, we know that obviously to say that video sites have taken off online is a huge understatement. So, what are the Webbies recognizing this year, and what are they doing right? How do you actually become a standout video site online?
You know, I think at the end of the day, it really comes back to why people watch shows. It's all about great content, right? So, if you look at, there's a bunch of great nominees. The Great Schlep from Sarah Silverman was all about the Olympics, and Prop 8 the musical are sort of some of the standouts. You also have like Kenny Mayne from ESPN has a new show called Main Street, which is nominated. And all of the common thread is that, you know, they're all really entertaining to watch.
And we're seeing a lot of video channels, like between Hulu doing their thing, the NBC Olympics launching, you know, tons of video there. Is that a trend that's poised to take off now? Or are we going to see these sites reoccurring every year?
Yeah, you know, I think so. I mean, Next New Networks has a bunch of nominees. They're a great sort of new online video network. Funny or Die, obviously, has a bunch of nominees up there, too. So I think we're starting to see this trend of aggregating content in great places. But, you know, I think to some extent it's still cool to see other, you know, people who aren't at networks making great content and getting it out there, too. Right.
I completely agree. And one category that I think had an amazing year was your political category, because with the election, I mean, the competition must have been cutthroat. Who stood out for you guys? Who's maybe walking home with the Webby this year?
Well, you know, the cool thing I think about all the politics going on when you look at the nominees is it's really a rich story of like how politics, or how the internet's affecting politics. So, like I said, you have like Prop 8 the musical, which is a great funny thing about politics, and you also have things like the Huffington Post and a lot of other sites that are really getting out there and doing some serious reporting. So, you know, you get the individual people doing stuff, you get some really funny work, and you get the serious stuff too.
Well, and on the serious note, I heard that Paris Hilton is nominated. Really? Really, David?
Also, for her, come on, did you see the response to the McCain ad? That was awesome.
I saw it. That's why I'm questioning, really. Like,
are you upset that she not want to come on and do the show? Is that what the deal is?
Well, no, she has no idea that we exist, let alone where she is, so it's fine. I'm not too worried about Paris. But I just mean, it's interesting to me, like, is that what it's going to take in the future to have a standout video? Is that not only do you have to have the perfect storm of the topic and the vehicle, the site to launch it, but you have to have the celebrity, you have to have a Paris in there to get noticed?
You know, I think it's really, honestly, there's an amazing amount of content that don't have sort of like, you know, A-brand celebrities or whatever you want to call them. But I do think when somebody like Paris Hilton comes out and does a video that's specifically for online, that's about something that was going on in the election, it tends to get a lot of attention, and, you know, it's pretty funny.
Well, her other video wasn't specifically for online. It just sort of turned out that way, but that's fine. We can let that one go. We keep hearing a lot, David, about Web 3.0. I mean, 2.0 is here and gone. We're done with the rounded corners and the glossy icons. All eyes are on 3.0. What the hell does that term mean to you? I mean, you kind of have your fingers on the pulse of all things online. Do you see a trend forming? What is going to define Web 3.0?
Well, I mean, my first question is, who comes up with these names for things? That was all they could come up with, Web 2.0, and now it's Web 3.0?
It's one louder.
I guess so. But I think when people talk about this, what they're really trying to talk about is sort of like an artificial intelligence, or right now we search for things, it looks for keywords. they're trying to talk about some sort of more complex system where you start searching through like natural language search and having the websites and applications and so forth interact with you in a way that you're more accustomed to interacting with a person rather than with a computer. And I think that's sort of at the base what they're talking about.
All right, David, real quick because we're out of time. Do you have a favorite site, favorite video, favorite anything that either is nominated for a Webby or not? What's on your homepage?
I so do. There's a site that I love so much. It's a video. It's in the viral category. I love all the viral ones, but this one speaks to me. It's Web Guy versus Sales Dude. It might be Web Dude versus Sales Guy. Any guy who's a web guy or a sales dude out there has had this experience should watch this video. It's awesome.
All right, we'll try to get that up for our viewers as well. David-Michel, Davies, thank you so much, sir. Always a pleasure to have you here in the loop, and good luck with everything. You guys at home, do not forget to vote for the People's Choice Webby Awards at pv.webbyawards.com. Fire up your little internet browser terminal things and make it happen.